On day 2, and guys, ito nang hinihintay niyo. We will now reveal the details for the Academy skin giveaway.
Yes.
4 Academy skins, 1 person. How do you win? So first of all, yung gagawin niyo lang, hihintayin niyo lang para match and win lang to na BGS. Hihintayin niyo, may lalabas na code within the game, and you have to guess 1 character. So buksan niyo na yung LOL client niyo, hihintayin niya, go over to that code area sa store, and just wait. The moment the code comes out, type everything and guess that 1 missing character. What you will actually avail of is a starter code. Pero bonus na yun. So first of all, may starter code kayo. Tapos yung Academy skins na yun, to follow siya next weekend.
Yes.
So what you will avail of is a starter code. Pag nakuha niyo tama yung missing character na yun, the Academy skins will be credited next weekend.
Yes,
so be sure to be very, very alert. Because this code will literally come up anytime. Actually, kahit team fight nga, baka biglang lumabas din yan.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
just be very careful. The code will come out anytime during the game. Again, that's 4 Academy skins for 1 person. Do watch out.
Ayan.
We're into the pick and ban phase now.
Yes, let's go. So our last, that is game 3 match for today. That's JRU versus PUP. Kanina yung game, no? Nabaliktad pa. The JRU. I really thought UPD was about to win that one, but then it happened.
Yeah,
the comebacks.
Yeah, UPD was not able to carry over yung medyo early slight advantage nila. Because like we said nga, they were not able to put around vision at the areas where it needed to be. I think the shot calling and communication was off then during that game. They were kind of forcing fights. Tapos wala daw si Toki Toki, which was their biggest lead actually. It was on the Riven. That was not there. So again, kapag may lead kayo, tapos nasa isang champion siya, make sure to use it when you fight around the map. So,
yes, that is true. So anyway, JRU bans though, Hecarim, Skarner, and Fizz.
Yeah.
Hecarim ban, very rarely ko na nakikita actually.
Usually yung mga bans na to sa LCL na nakita natin na uncommon, maybe they're usually target bans sa opposite teams. Skarner and Fizz is understandable because it's still a viable pick at mid and top. Tapos flexi pick siya. Skarner, extremely understandable. Very much a meta pick right now.
Exactly.
Nakita niyo naman kanina ata sa game 1 that was going to be
around PUP.
Yeah, PUP versus UPD. And for those who are watching the other regions, you've also seen it very strong as well. So obviously that's banned. Irelia, Vayne, Thresh. These are all 3 interesting bans. Aside from the fact na hindi sila commonly banned, this opens up Mordekaiser and Darius for this game.
Yeah, even Garen. I was about to say Garen as well. So let's see if they lock that in, because I'm really interested to see Garen in, competitive play. Because we've seen already people use the Skarner. Even Mordekaiser, curious din ako. Open siya ngayon actually. But ikaw, Amplifier, tatanungin kita, ano sa tingin mo dito sa Azir? First pick natin dito.
Well, Azir, obviously, if it's not picked, it's usually, if it's not banned, it's usually picked. In any region that you go to, Azir is high priority pick. And with that being taken, I wonder if PUP will grab the Victor. Although some analysts would say that Victor does lose a bit sa early game.
Yes.
Because especially with the hex score nerfs na nabawasan na yung AP on that item, it does make Victor a bit more vulnerable na sa early part ng game, especially with the poke coming from Azir. The range will just abuse Victor on in the early game. So maybe better not to pick that one. They do grab Janna and Echo. So Janna is a pretty safe support to pick. Disengage and everything.
And kanina nagtataka ako sa UPD kanina. They wanted to they banned the Nunu. And I was questioning why. And then right now, JRU hovering over to that Nunu. Siguro they have some sort of intel na sa comps ng pwedeng gawin ng JRU.
Well, Azir Nunu was a thing.
Yeah, was a thing.
Back in the day.
And then Severe's open as well.
Yeah, that's true. Azir Nunu was para siyang mostly objective control kind of combo. Kasi nga, Nunu is obviously very much going for objectives. With the consume, you can steal the jungle camps of your enemy jungler.
Double smite kind of
then you can secure early dragons. Azir provides you that zone control, tsaka yung disengage to make sure you get the objectives.
And it works really well with the Blood Boil, with Azir, for the soldiers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that too. So that's not really a thing anymore. You can still hope to pull it off. It's just it's not in the meta. But of course, it can still be pulled off. We'll see how that somewhat old meta composition will interact with PUP.
With the new one. Well, right now, Echo jungle for them. Although, marami tayo nakikita na ginawang mid siya in other international leagues, diba?
I was seeing Faker's match history. He has been using Echo mid quite frequently also recently. So
interesting.
I don't know. It could be a flex pick, but most likely Echo will be in the jungle.
Yes.
We don't really see a lot of Echo mids that often. Ezreal Sivir.
This is actually interesting if PUP grabs the Sivir for themselves. Because it's like, I think JRU is assembling this kind of team comp. This is such a classic team comp coming from them. So, kunin na natin yung Sivir para mabawasan man lang yung hard engage nila, just in case. They do have the Janna for disengage, but they want to play safe this time.
Well, it's actually interesting. Again, from LPL, I saw a composition that was pulled off where they grabbed Fiora and Sivir. So that was actually pretty cool because Fiora becomes a high priority source of damage. You don't need the AD carry to be hyper carry. So you can get Sivir for the hard engage. But in this case, grabbing Gangplank, I wonder who they're gonna grab for mid. Because
he could go top, he could go mid.
The thing with this is that you lack a sort of consistent source of damage late game. So maybe now they'll grab the Victor. Azir actually would have been nice on the side of PUP for that consistent late game damage, but maybe they'll grab something else. Kog'Maw, Taric, I don't think they're gonna lock that in.
It's just a hover anyway.
Pinapaasa na tayo din sa JRU. I don't think they're gonna lock that in. Although I think the rework is coming quite soon, but...
Naalala ko yung conversation natin, yung stun ni Taric, magiging charm. Somebody suggested that idea to Riot. I don't know.
I don't know where to put myself in that.
I know.
It makes sense.
Yes, it does. So anyway, Shen locked in for JRU here. That'll be a top lane Shen and Kog'Maw.
So this is pretty good frontline and disengage to keep Kog'Maw safe. So that's pretty good. This late game scaling from JRU is very painful. Azir and Kog'Maw will definitely scale late. You have good frontline with Shen and Alistar. Then the objective control from Nuno. The only weakness here is early game. So I don't know. Kasi so far during this day, the past 2 games we've seen, yung team na may somewhat edge sa early game. No game 1, we saw the early game was, the early lead was able to be carried over to the late game. The second game naman nakita natin, it didn't happen. So for the case of PUP pala, I wonder if they will be able to secure. Oh, Fiora. There it is. So that's what I was looking for. That means Gangplank mid. Okay, that makes sense.
But you know that could go either way. Or alin ba yung mas practical dito?
I think
Azir versus Gangplank or Azir versus they changed their mind.
Well, that makes me sad.
Me too.
I think Fiora would have been a better pick for this composition. Mainly because
this is familiar. We've seen the Equalizer and Cannon Barrage combo already yesterday.
Well, actually,
it was really good.
That works too.
So I
There's
understand.
a lot of... actually, that's a pretty strong team fight. Coming in from PUP. Now, you have a somewhat frontline from the Echo. The only problem is that I think with this kind of team composition, you need a bit more frontline. Maybe Janna should have been something else. I'm not sure. But in any case, maganda naman yung team fight dito na PUP. So they have the Rumble and the Gangplank, of course, the ult. They have the frontline from Echo here. And then they have good engage with the Sivir. The only thing I can see na medyo lacking dito siguro is consistent nga the DPS coming from the mid laner. Gangplank can be a pretty consistent form of damage, but it's more bursty zone control than it is.
And unreliable yung barrels. They can easily destroy it.
That's true. That's true. Meanwhile, from GRU, full-on late game. If PUP can get an early to mid-game advantage and then keep it going and end the game early, they can definitely take this game. The only thing is, yun nga, it puts a lot of pressure on them. This Gangplank is gonna need a bit of babysitting, I guess, coming in for... Kasi Azir can kind of bully this Gangplank. It's quite a brave pick, actually, to put a Gangplank up against an Azir, considering yung range niya and yung poke niya. But I guess PUP has faith in Kenji Huno to play this one safely. We
will see later on. Actually, na-excite ako sa laban na ito kasi kahapon nga, ang ganda ng ginagawa nung, I forgot what team that was, yung Equalizer, Cannon Barrage combo. They took advantage of the choke points dun sa jungle nila. And then, right now, JRU could also take advantage of close spaces because of Kog'Maw's poke and then Azir's zoning as well. So, medyo may mga advantage din sila around really narrow spaces. Diba?
That's true. It's very interesting to see how these teams will interact. No, sadly, wala tayong makita Mordekaiser or Darius this game.
Even
the Garen. But I guess these teams haven't really practiced with those picks yet. It takes some time to get used to the patch, considering how big yung patch is ngayon. Pero we'll see kung paano ba mag-a-adjust yung mga teams na to. Again, for JRU side, definitely full-on late-game team fighting kind of composition and hybrid on objectives as well. Kasi Azir, Nunu, of course, they want to secure the dragons as well. For PUP, actually, they want to also, well, they want to keep Gangplank safe, get him to farm up, don't let the Azir bully, but at the same time, you have to get a mid-game lead here. Don't allow this game too much to fall into late game. If you do, make sure that Azir and Kog'Maw are not fed.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the moment that you reach late game with this comp from JRU, the only time they will ever lose is if Kog'Maw and Azir are parang yung kulang yung damage nila. Kasi at that point, if JRU just scales freely into late game, PUP will not be able to
react.
Yeah, to react.
Even reach the Azir and the Kog'Maw.
Yeah, there's just good disengage, good peel, good frontline. It's all about PUP getting that mid-game advantage, putting down vision, maybe making the flanks, taking advantage of choke points like we said, no? And hopefully they'll also be able to get objectives. Yun nga lang, it's a bit hard against the Nunu Azir.
Yes,
so I hope things go well for them.
Yeah, and so anyway, ayun na breakdown na ni GS. Wait.
Sir Amps.
Sir Amps, yes. Yung composition and win conditions ng both teams of JRU and PUP. Would like to remind you guys, mamimigay kami ulit ng 4 Academy skins plus a starter code. So do share sa mga friends nyo. And then, yeah, you guys can tweet din kung sino ang pwedeng manalo from on this stream. That's hashtag JRUWin. You can use your Twitter. And then hashtag PUPWin. I'd like to see those tweets later on.
Yeah, you can also follow LCL, PGS, and us as well.
Yes.
On Twitter. So for those who don't know, the account for LCL is at LCL_PH.
Yep.
Actually, Kairo's on there right now if you guys want to get like updates every now and then. If, for example, 144p lang yung YouTube nyo, tinatamad kayo manood. If you just want to get updates on Twitter, like what they do for example, UAAP, which is ongoing right now, actually, then you can follow at LCL_PH. You can also get updates from us at GS Amplifier, at GS Riku.
Riku.
That's
3 U's.
Oh, 3 U's.
That's 3 U's.
Yeah.
Kasi taken na yung,
sadly.
So, yeah, the code for the Academy skins will appear at any moment in the game. So, gotta tutok kayo sa screens.
Make sure to open your log client. Pag nyo kalimutan yun. Just go over to the store, go over to the code part dun. Tapos lalabas yung code, 1 character missing, just type it out, guessing yung code kung tama kayo. 4 Academy skins to 1 person. So please be alert.
Yes.
It'll literally come at any time in this game. So be alert for that. Again, we're playing at patch 5.16 right now, Juggernaut patch. That's why Skarner was banned. So we don't see a Mordekaiser, Dyrus, or Gara in this game. So sadly.
New items as well.
Yeah. Wonder if we'll see the Sterax Gauge, Titanic Hydra, and also the newer Randomins Omen.
Newer Randomins,
I'm missing one. Titanic Hydra, Sterax Gauge.
Gauge and Titanic. Oh,
Titanic Hydra, Sterax Gauge.
I know that man's plate has been around for quite a while.
I forgot. Maybe we'll see it.
There's another. Oh yeah, never mind. So yeah, let us head on to the rift.
All right, so here we are, guys. Again, this is LCL 2015 Summer Playoffs. This is week 1, day 2, the match between JRU and PUP. Let's break the compositions down.
Yes, so on the blue side, we have JRU, Gams Miser in the top lane with the Shen. In the jungle, we have KCSR with the Nunu. In the mid lane, we have Soy Sauce on the Azir mid lane. Ricky is my Panda on the Kog'Maw, and Jenna Malone with the Alistair support.
All right, meanwhile for that's PUP rather on the red side. That's going to be Whistle in the top lane with a Rumble, Melt in the jungle with Echo, Kenji Hu. In the mid lane with the Gangplank. For the bot lane, that's Jeja Breezy and the boy with Sivir and Jana.
Yes, there we go. So, what do you think na wala naman aggressive plays na pwedeng mangyari around this team comp right now, no? They're gonna play safe.
I think so. For level 1, I think, for level 1, there's not gonna be much aggressive plays. Although, the level 1 could be a bit scary from JRU. You have the Shadow Taunt, you have the Slow, and you have the Pulverize. So it's pretty scary. On the side of PUP, you only have the Howling Gale. Aside from that, there's not much CC.
No lock.
Yeah,
there's no lock.
Better for PUP to stay safe. I wonder if there will be a lane swap here, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay naman kasi yung range dito ni Kog'Maw, plus the frontline and disengage as well coming in from Alistar. Kanina nakita natin on the game 2, even if Vayne is squishy and weak during the early game, the kind of peel and disengage that Alistar provides really just helps so much for AD carries like Kog'Maw and Vayne. So I think they'll be safe naman sa bot lane. So I don't think that a lane swap is necessary. Let's see where these laners go. Yeah, I think it's standard laning.
Standard laning, standard warding as well. And naalala ko tuloy yung kahapon, yung nanakaw ng Alistar yung blue buff. Nalaban.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a ballsy move.
Yeah, but let's see how things go. Yeah, pretty much standard lanes need to know. And for the early part of the game, you guys have to hang on because this is going to be a quite farm fest game. Mid lane, of course, Azir and Gangplank. And let's see Soy Sauce dito. Obviously, will try to harass Gangplank. Not sure why he grabbed the exhaust. That is, well, for my side, that's a bit of a questionable.
If you were the mid Gangplank, what would you pick?
I'm not sure what summoner I would pick above Exhaust, but I probably wouldn't have grabbed Exhaust. Because I don't know, there's no AD assassins here. Not really. Well, you can use it actually on Kog'Maw. But considering the short range that it has, plus Gangplank's also quite short range, it might be difficult to land it. It's understandable though, I guess, with the Kog'Maw. But I might have...
You think it's for his laning phase?
Maybe, but yeah,
For
I guess
this,
actually, when I actually use Gangplank mid, I don't know what second summoner to pick. Kasi you wouldn't really grab Ignite kasi you don't really dominate your lane or you're not really aggressive.
Yes.
Cleanse is situational, Barrier is also situational. So I guess anything will do.
Yeah.
This Exhaust is understandable for Kog'Maw at least.
Okay. Gotcha.
So standard laning and blue start for Echo, of course.
What is the system for the junglers here? Melt and Whistle together here in blue buff. Allowing Shen to probably freeze his lane safely sa top lane.
Yeah, he'll probably just TP back up. A little bit of... Oh! Jenna Malone.
Oh, he's trying to interrupt. He's gonna ward there.
No steal for him today.
Yeah. Pero kahapon successful yung Alistar natin.
Oo nga eh. Yeah, but we won't be seeing that this time. Gonna be, again, medyo farm lane tong mga to. Azir and Gangplank will just keep farming up. Bot lane, Kog'Maw will be farming. JRU and the boy have the option na maging aggressive. Kasi mas maaga, of course, yung power spike nila. Sivir's early. Sivir is stronger early.
Yes. Yes.
For the side of top, it's also like that. Medyo stagnant ng na lane nila.
That's true. Actually, meron akong gustong i-share. Although, kasi dati, that is a very good spell shield from JRU. Before, on Janna, I'd always pick up the spell thief. And then suddenly, I changed my mind. I'd rather get the talisman na lang. Kasi I know for sure, pag uwi ko, 6 minutes, I have a sight stone already.
Well, that's true.
Unlike nung Spell Thief's Edge. If you're playing safe lang sa lane mo, you're not poking that much, you're not stealing that much, walang kills na nangyayari. Gaya nito, like us, very passive lane. Yeah, you better get the talisman na lang.
Well, I remember there was discussions before na nagkaroon ng slight buff yung ancient coin. Yeah, so I think the gold that you receive is increased.
Yes.
So, kaya na sinabi mo, it's under context naman. For this case, you're right. It's just, you don't really want to get Spell Thief's Edge for this one kasi it's so passive.
It's so passive. You're just gonna stand there, get a shield.
Farm na si Kog'Maw, tapos magte-try mag-engage si Janna, pero wala rin mangyayari kasi pulverized headbutt lang.
And the important part is, at least, for sure, pag uwi mo, meron kang sight stone. Yun na lang yun.
Yeah, tsaka, again, very important vision, especially for the side of PUP. Kasi they want to be able to secure the dragons. So they also have late game insurance. You want to be able to find out kung mag-early dragon din itong si Nunu. Kasi kaya na sinabi natin, Nunu with the consume, with the smite, if he does go objective control type of Nunu with the Azir, which I think they will kasi yun naman yung point niya.
Yes.
Then you really want to be able to put as much wards as you can around dragon and in your own camp. Kasi you never know when this Nunu might go for early dragon or if he steals your camps as well. So we'll see how things roll out. A little bit of a pause there.
Actually, sobrang interested ako sa pick na Echo Jungle.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to see how he builds the Echo, although normally talaga you'd go for tank.
Yeah,
Cinderhulk,
blah, blah,
the
blah.
usual.
Yeah.
Pero the first Echo, competitive Echo I've seen was in high school league nasa America.
Yung LCS?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he didn't build pure tank, Cinderhulk, ganon. Pero he built tanky AP items like Rod of Ages.
Yeah. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing to note, nakita ko lang sa build earlier, this soldier can destroy the barrel. So that's actually very unfortunate for Gangplank kasi the moment that you summon your barrel, wala lang. I-Q lang ni Azir yung Soju niya doon. Tapos sisirain lang niya. That's so sad. That's so sad.
Can't even build up the chain properly. Ayan. Oh, he manages.
Oh, there. Okay.
There we
so,
go.
naunahan niya. Yeah.
Paunahan na lang, I guess. So.
Yeah. Barrel management. Oh!
Oh, you see some action here in the mid lane. Ayan na si Casey. So where is the snowball? Here comes the Blood Boy as well. Kenji, masyado nang malayo for anything. Ang bagal niya tumakbo, pero
yeah.
slow motion siya.
First of all, huwag kayong mag-expect kapag nag-gank si Nunu.
Yeah, exactly.
Tapos second of all, walang hard CC din itong si Azir.
Yes.
So you can't expect too much from the gank.
Whoa! Yeah, that is a good spell shield. Kanina pa tong si Jeje Breezy with the spell shield. Hindi nakaka-combo itong si Jana Malone.
Yeah, and the Howling Gale to interrupt yung headbutt din. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool. Good job from bot lane here. So far in terms of CS, wala pa naman masyadong lead, which is good news for the side of JRU.
Yes.
Kasi gusto nila yan. They want to keep things even, scale even sa side of PUP until late game. The question is, mid-game talaga dito yung big spike eh.
Yes.
Because Echo will be pretty tanky at the time with Cinder Hulk. Makakaroon na ng mga TP plays dyan with Rumble of course, with the Equalizer, and then the ult from Sivir, hard engage and everything. Really things will start to explode during mid-game. Plus, baka lumabas din yung code at that time. So, we'll see.
Nakaka-excited eh. So yeah, also do not forget to take into account yung cannon barrage. Pag nag-hard engage, kahit saan man si Gangplank, pwede siya tumulong.
That global ult.
Yeah, really helps. Oh, here comes the barrel. Kala ko mag-chain. Oh, we'll
Vision
see
ward. Yeah, you'll see
him ganking the pink ward.
Whoop, Casey's are trying to take out Vision there. And the chase.
Wow, look at that. Absolute Rumble. Scaring him away.
Yeah, he's level 6, so he could have used Equalizer there. But, yeah, he's gonna back out.
Yeah, better safe na lang.
Whoop. Bit of an engage there. But yeah, expected naman to. It's gonna be a very passive game so far.
Yes. And no spell shield there. Jana Malone, though, running out of mana.
Yeah, and slight CS lead no, coming in from Sivir. This also was expected because even if you can negate or if you can headbutt Sivir away, the range of the boomerang is still very long, so you can still reach Kog'Maw actually.
Yes.
So they're getting pushed into the tower, 59 to 48 CS. So a slight lead lang naman, 100 gold lead lang.
Yeah,
so
wait till Ricky is my panda reaches level 6.
Yeah. That and when he gets his Trinity Force as well.
Yes, the spike of the ganun din yung nararamdaman ko when I use Corki actually, like wait till I'm level 6 kasi usually nabubuli ako out of the lane. Yeah,
it makes sense. For this lane talaga, Sivir is really going to spike earlier than Kog'Maw, so makes sense that they will bully him out. Vision so far being concentrated at top from red side, dito from PUP. Not sure why actually. They should be focusing it around Dragon area. Kasi ito naman si Nunu, hindi naman siya masyadong mag-gank eh. It's not really his thing.
Yeah.
We all know when Nunu walks in, he'll just throw his ice ball, tapos yun,
walk
the slow
around,
fat walk na
ball.
parang penguin na ewan.
Yeah, pero, that's a cute.
Yeah, pero aside from that, that's not much. Ooh, nice.
Nakalusot pa rin, despite the soldiers being there for the Emperor.
Yeah, and I wonder if Kenji Hu's barrel management will be good, no? Kasi nakita natin earlier in Game 2, I forgot who was using it. Toki, yeah. There were moments na hindi masyadong maganda yung barrel management niya. So, hopefully Kenji Hu's will be significant enough to make an impact during team fights. Kasi if you've seen other regions, other mid or top laners that use Gangplank, like for example, Pawn or Soaz.
Oh my god,
yeah. Their barrel management is very good. I haven't seen Pawn enough to say so, but for Soaz's side, there are so many people saying that his barrel management is really good.
Really good.
So yun talaga yung important here. It's not easy to use Gangplank. Sa mga solo queue players natin dyan, huwag niyong i-expect na kapag nilock in niyo yan, tapos ginamit niyo sa top or mid, parang easy breezy elo. It's not like that. You really have to take time to master. Wow, but bottom clash.
Look at that. There's the ultimate from Jana Malone actually bringing the ninja. The boy here of Cannon Barrage as well. Wala nang mana. Even Equalizer being dropped in as well. Wizard, there comes the teleport. It looks like Ricky's my panda will fall to the first blood. PUP gets it now. At andito na yung si Echo na stun si Gamsmite. That's a great monster just to display some members. Soy Sauce joins into the fight and look at that pause.
Oh man, I wish we could get a replay of this team fight when it does resume.
Yeah.
But important thing to note there, flash out of the Shadow Taunt. JJ Breezy was able to escape the Shadow Taunt, which is pretty important. That Plus yung SS niya, natulungan sila mapapunta naman malapit sa tower nila. So medyo nag-hesitate na yung JRU. Then good TP coming in from Rumble.
Yes, and Equalizer was dropped really well. The boy, though, will probably
he'll probably
the next
die.
One, to fall. Pero look at that, Gangplank actually walking down towards the bot lane. Cannon Barrage also used na. Melt running low on mana. There's the boy going down. The fight still continues. Whistle very low at the moment.
Azir, double
Melt
kill.
is still trying to pound on Soy Sauce. Gabspicer uses a flash. Kenju trying to find the Emperor. He slides to safety. And meanwhile, Casey Soar will walk into the barrel. Micro niya na lang, pero the last hit from Jeje Breezy will eliminate him. That is a 1 for 2. Actually, 2 for 2. Namatay pala si Kogmo early on. 2 for 2 in favor. Yeah, it's equal.
Yeah, it's pretty much equal. No? Pero the important thing to note there is that Azir got a double kill.
Yeah.
Out of that fight. Very, very important. That's going to put him a bit ahead of Gangplank, which is not what Gangplank wants. Unang-una, may advantage na nga si Azir in the lane matchup. Tapos nakakuha pa siya ng lead.
Yes.
So he'll be able to bully this Gangplank. Probably. Oh my!
Executed. Gromp, OP, MVP,
Oh
Jeje Breezy, very in trouble. He needs that flash. Auto attack from Riki is my panda.
Yikes, mechanical mistake there, no, from Jeje Breezy. The ult from Riki is my panda, medyo readable naman siya. I don't know why he didn't sidestep. I think
or
the
move
Alistar
forward.
was, the Alistar was distracting him. And actually, he did move forward, but it was late. It still hit. Tapos nabigyan ng range tuloy si Kogma to auto attack. Yeah, so unfortunate series of steps there from Sivir.
Yes, also na-distract din tayo sa pag-execute ng grab. Baka na-distract din siya yung echo na namatay.
Di ba naman ano nangyari kay Melt doon? That's not something you see every day from a pro player. Pero,
yeah, it
guys,
happens.
Pro players make mistakes too. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there have been tons of times na nakakita tayo ng pro player na niddly, tapos nag-try siya na mag-jump through a wall, tapos nauntog lang siya. It happens, guys.
Fail flashes. Yeah, it does. Anyway, this opens up. Nakita nila, Echo died. Minion has executed, blah, blah, blah. Blue team, here comes the boy actually going in. You're not gonna escape. The boy is now
That was
dead.
A reckless move from the boy.
Yeah.
And there's subjective control now that you were talking about. Very easy dragon. Wala masyadong vision dun. Yung PUP and wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah, good spell shield again coming in from Jeje Breezy.
Yeah, tapos medyo nakakatakot to, no, for the side of PUP na yung JRU yung nagiging proactive when it comes to fights. Kasi yung PUP ideally yung may early to mid game advantage dito. Pero sadly, I guess yung lane matchup dito, which is going pretty bad for, well, actually not that bad. 84 to 93 CS.
Yeah,
so
and nabubully out lang siya.
Yeah. Actually, yung barrels yung nabubully out, pero hindi siya mismo.
Yes.
So he doesn't really get bullied out that much. Although that might change now, since malapit na sa Nashor's 2 to si Azir. But this is, again, this is good news for JRU na they're able to become proactive even if yung PUP yung may early to mid game advantage.
Wow! Unbreakable will, clutch.
Oh my
God. From Jenna Malone. I will use my ult kesa na mamatay ako.
Yeah, that was close. Wow, 3 people rushing up the top. And what are they gonna do? Up, there's a ward.
They really want that ninja though. Will they be able to get him? Ayan na si Melt. Babalik na lang pala ako si jungle.
Yeah,
never.
They're gonna back up. So, in terms of CS, lead actually for PUP, but very small in all of the lanes.
Yes.
So, still, things looking pretty good. Wow.
Sakit ng boomerang.
BF Sword average played, so understandable.
Yes, makes sense.
Sheen being grabbed by Ricky is my panda. Not sure what to say about that, if you should grab Sheen or Phage first.
It actually depends. I believe there was some sort of, what do you call this? Pag masyado kang nabubully out, I think you should have gotten Phage.
Yeah, I don't think Sheen was the right way to go.
Yeah, pero as you can see, sobrang bagal nga ng build-up niya. He's going home. Probably will be able to pick up a Phage.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He has 1-4. I think that's enough. Oop.
Oh, parallel convergence!
Oh my god. So easy. So simple. There was a ward there too. So good job, no? Coming in from JRU to put vision around. That's very good because they don't get ganked a lot. Yun yung importante dito eh. Kasi for those who were able to watch yung finals ng Rampage, yung Mineski versus IPT, Colette was able to gank top a lot with the Echo. And that's partly because there's no vision. And in any case, na naman talaga, kapag wala kang vision, it's very easy to gank you.
Yes.
Pero good job from JRU. They know na they're quite vulnerable no, sa early to mid game. So nagsispread sila ng vision sa lane nila. They're not giving away any lead to PUP. So that's good job from them to make sure na even sila in scaling into mid-game.
Look at that. Azir actually going up top, slides through without any vision itong si Rumble. Sneaky.
He's gonna back out.
Yeah. It's just too bad though. Okay na sana yung parang entrance.
That was pretty good. There was no vision at the river too.
Yeah.
It's actually all here in the jungle.
Yes.
So not sure why. Maybe looking to steal the blue buff?
Or watch
something.
Nunu's
Yeah,
path.
that too. Pwede rin. So let's see how things go out. Yun, very even game so far. This is expected. Yung explosive part nga ng game is number 1, kapag umabot ng mid-game, tsaka number 2, kapag lumabas yung code.
Yeah.
Until that point,
Good one.
Yeah, we won't see a lot of plays or excitement dito sa part ng game. Siguro kapag lumabas yung second dragon, that's when we'll see another fight.
Yeah. Kasi kanina, uncontested, nawala yung echo.
Yeah. Although, medyo weird kasi we've already reached mid-game. I'm expecting that PUP should already be making plays by now.
There are no towers down yet.
Yeah, there are no towers down. Bot lane is actually having a hard time pushing. I'm not sure what the health on the tower is. It's actually half health. I'm waiting for a bot lane.
Wow.
Ooh, nice. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pero yeah, anyway, I'm expecting PUP to already be making plays here kasi like they're not making any Rumble bot lane TP plays or anything. They're not really pushing bot lane hard, which they should be. And you have an advantage kasi Gangplank has a global ult. So if Rumble TP's down bot and you use the Gangplank ult and everyone's there at bot, it's a very easy objective to take, especially since nga maaga nagsaspike sa Sivir.
Yeah, and I can imagine them being able to execute a tower dive kasi nga meron ng cannon barrage, diba? Teleport, and low mobility champion itong si Cogmo.
Exactly, yeah.
No dashes or whatsoever. Oh, we'll see. A sneaky gang. I wonder kung nakikita ni Gamsmeister. No, he knows where he's supposed to be placed. I wonder kung matutuloy itong gank natin. Waiting patiently.
I don't think he's gonna go in. Medyo awkward eh. Kasi hindi naman magda-dive itong si Gamsmeister eh.
Yeah.
He knows that, si Gamsmeister, he knows he doesn't have any dive-killing assassination potential.
Yes.
He's not a Riven.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, he won't be diving forward. Medyo awkward actually yung mga ganking path dito ni Mel. Hasn't been able to get something down. And actually, I can't blame him.
Kasi maganda yung warding. No?
Yeah, that, plus walang CC yung mga lanes na ginagank niya.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, Janna doesn't have hard stun. Gangplank doesn't have a stun. Rumble doesn't have a stun. So actually, very difficult. Yung side ng PUP, actually just noticed now, does not have a primary form of engage.
Yeah.
That's extremely reliable. Unless you can get the flank gamit yung parallel convergence ni Echo.
Yes.
Kapag gusto nyo magsimula ng fight, medyo mahirapan kayo. Unless Sivir versus R.
Oh, look at that. Alistar in the mid lane. Here comes the Polarizer Boy and Mel joining into the fight. That's a great parallel convergence. Here comes the Emperor in the fight as well. And that is a Chrono Break being used. Shen gonna come to the rescue. Are they gonna re-engage into JRU? No one dies from that. Is Whistle gonna unleash the Equalizer? Wala pa rin. And Jenna alone in trouble. And the Equalizer just zones out some of the members of JRU. But that's an Alistar down. And saktong-sakto, that's Dragons for them.
Yeah, good job. The parallel convergence was able to stun someone.
Yeah, and it canceled the absolute zero of Nunu.
Yeah, that was good. So they're able to cancel that. They're able to get the team fight, and they're able to delay the Dragons from JRU side. So that's going to be an uncontested Dragon. Good job coming in from PUP. That wasn't exactly yung parang sobrang amazing strategic play. Actually, nagkataon lang actually that they all like met up sa mid lane, pero it came in PUP's advantage. So let's see if this bot lane will finally go down.
Yo, ang sakit ni Rick is my panda right now. And I think, what do you think, GS Amplifier? Should they push this bot lane turret?
Yeah, I think they should. Well, actually at this point, I'm not so sure. Kasi walang TP naman itong si Rumble. They can push the bot lane so that they can start roaming with the Janna and Sivir. Maybe start making picks. But it's not exactly... But it won't give them too big of an advantage if they push it now. Okay. And so this Gangplank still has to farm. And so does the Rumble, actually.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I'm still hoping now that they start to make plays with everyone. Like a 4-1 split push. No, you put Rumble, Echo, Sivir, and Janna in one lane. Make Gangplank split push, just get his... Silver Serpent coin things up so that he can upgrade everything.
The kind of barrage, yes.
Yeah, pero yeah, the 4-1 would really work well because they have the earlier early to mid-game spike. They can use the ult from Gangplank to give help during the team fights.
Yes.
But everything's in their advantage if it's a 4-for-1 split push. So,
Sir Amps, I have a question. What's the Spectre's Cowl doing on Azir?
oh, well, that's interesting. Yeah, why did he grab that?
I'm quite puzzled as well.
Well, there's pretty good AP on the side of Rumble. And he does hurt. Actually, he does have a lot of damage because he has the Leandries and the Stark Shoes. And then Echo has some AP, but I'm not sure why he grabbed that first.
What would you build with the Spectre's Cowl right now? Like, like sacrifice mid-game damage.
Is he grabbing? I'm not sure what he's gonna grab after that.
So puzzling.
Yeah, I mean, if I was the Azir, I would have grabbed like our Rabadons or I don't know, any AP item for that matter, para ma-increase yung zoning and damage.
Yes,
but
exactly.
I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see where this Spectre Skull goes. Maybe I'll be able to explain later when he actually finishes the item.
Yeah, it could go, you know, anywhere.
Yeah, but in any case, when team fights do happen, and they will, which is probably what itong si Soy Sauce is expecting, they'll be able to negate a lot of that mid-game damage from the Rumble, and I think that's good on the side of Azir, because the longer that Azir's alive, the more DPS he'll be able to give.
Yes.
And Azir can easily chunk out a lot of damage here, so maybe that's why he grabbed the early AP, or MR.
I kind of wonder if, akala ko magda-dive. Because he was around the area equalizer being used there just to scare away Gam's Meister.
Yeah,
no
actually,
follow-up.
top and bot towers on the side of JRU are going down quite soon.
Yes.
So they will be able to push these out, I think, except bot lane is pushing inward right now. Nunu is about to come as well.
Oh, that is an early spell shield coming in
from
JRU. Hindi ka na makaka-react because my Panda will get the kill out of him. That's a tower dive. Walang ka-ward-ward doon. Actually, meron. There was a vision ward. And here comes Azir as well. 4 members down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, they're trading that though for the mid lane turret. So that will be an even trade in terms of towers. Yeah, that'll be a free tower. Let's see what they decide to do here at the bot.
They should probably back down unless they go for a tower dive, and there's a cannon barrage. Exhausted by Janna alone. The boy doesn't have any mana. He's in trouble. He's burning. Tower hits the boy. Janna gets the kill. And right now, a lot of members from PUP are collapsing. Soy Sauce gets slowed down by Whistle. And here comes Kenji who dropping down the barrels onto JRU. Wala siyang na-combo doon. Natitira na, nasisira ang barrels before it goes off into Kenji, whose favor. Mel still trying to chase JRU down. Parallel convergence right there. Oh, what a mouthful. KZ Sword gets stunned, gets slowed. Pero walang follow-up doon. Kenji who napakasakit pala ni Rikis My Panda right now.
Yeah, Force.
Yeah, that's the power spike JRU is waiting for, but right now they are here down the bottom lane.
Yeah, this bot tower is gonna go down. Can't contest that. Azir is not there para ma-push out yung wave. And the all-in is also still scary kasi may ult pa rin itong si Jeje Breezy eh.
Yeah.
Plus the Monsoon, so it could be... Oh, okay.
Finale. Yeah, it was just for...
Where did you put that? Okay, it's a wave, yeah. So that was a pretty good exchange of towers. It's 2 for 1. Yung PUP yung nanalo dun, they were able to get mid and bot. So that was good.
The only thing that didn't go right for JRU was Alistar tried to do a second dive when the what do you call this? The death timers are too ano pa, maiksi pa.
Yeah, tapos natira siya mag-isa.
Yeah.
He went all in and then naiwan siya.
Walang follow-up.
Guys, asa na kayo? They left the cow alone to die. That was so sad. Oh, but this mid turret's gonna go down also.
Very, very fast. Natural skill completed. Saved by the boy there. And
Trinity Force now. No, for si Kenji Hu, and he's about to get that IE as well. So he's gonna hurt now for sure. This is the part of the game where things will start to get exciting now. Mid-game, 21 minutes in, people are starting to get their items. Dito na yung mga 5v5 team fight na dapat hinahanap ng PUP.
Yes.
They should be spreading vision around the dragon coming up in a minute and 25 seconds. Spread vision around there. Make team fights.
That is a team fight we're waiting for. Actually, na-slow si Soy Sauce. That's a flash forced out of the Emperor. And ayun, nag-flash pa rin siya. Hindi pa rin namatay itong Azir. Konting-konti na lang. Patay na to. Pero that is a free hurt for them if hindi i-defend itong ng JRU.
Yeah, that trial by fire passive from Kenji was so helpful in proccing against the tower.
Oh, they're kind of looking for more.
Oh.
Jenna Malone not in a good position. Here comes Mel charging
Oh my
in.
gosh.
Ang sakit-sakit. Jenna Malone will be forced to use the Unbreakable Will.
All right, good job by PUP. They're able to get the towers. Good global gold. They should keep this going now.
Yes.
It's already a 5,000 gold lead. They have to snowball this and end the game as soon as possible. Invest in the dragons, put around the objectives, and sadly, Nunu, not able to really show up this game like we were expecting.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to secure a lot of enemy camps, at least from what we saw. And also the dragon control, still,
Yeah. There were so many good open jumpers.
Yeah. I guess they were really focusing on si Soy Sauce here with the Blood Boil synergy then. So hopefully they'll be able to extend it to mid-game. In terms of vision though, medyo madilim ang mapa than JRU. Meanwhile for PUP, they are able to spread vision. That's a lot of vision at top side. But now it's JRU's turn to put vision around Dragon.
Yeah, so equalizer right there. Cannon Barrage will be up for a few seconds. It will be.
I think it'll be up for Dragon.
Yeah, it will be. Even the On the Hunt as well. All important
all their ults
ultimates.
are up.
Except for Alistar though, I doubt his is gonna be on time. Here comes the charge. Jenna Malone trying to delay them as much as possible. The great wall into the choke point. Equalizer being dropped as well. Jenna Malone and Casey Star are pretty low at the moment. That's a chrono break being used. Ngayon, Casey Star just wants to go right now dahil malapit siya mamatay. 2 members down for JRU. Wala pong namamatay sa PUP and that is JRU in trouble. 3 members down at the moment and that is a dragon for them as well. Whistle managed to eliminate Ricky is my panda. Grabe. That was a good Emperor's Divide pero it didn't translate into this.
Yeah, I hope you can get a replay of that. But that was a good fight at the beginning. Actually, akala ko okay na siya.
Yeah.
For the side of JRU. Yeah, the Emperor's Divide was good. It pushed everyone out. Yun lang, the Monsoon was able to heal all of them back up.
Exactly.
Tapos na-reset lang yung team fight. So they were able to get the dragon.
This is the consequence of, you know, yung Spectre Skull, yung hindi nagbe-build ng damage.
Yeah. I don't think that Spectre Skull was a good thing to build. This early.
This early. I mean, later on we'd understand when you go defensive kasi everybody's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But then,
if
right
anything,
now you
he
need
should
damage.
have probably also just gone for Abyssal.
Abyssal Scepter.
Yeah, maybe provide that reduction of MR or something. But yeah, I don't think he should have gone for that Spectre Skull. He actually got Sorcerer's Shoes Home Guard this
right
early.
away.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about Soy Sauce building path this game.
Yes.
Not so good. It's really putting him behind in terms of the damage. At kailangan nila yung damage. They really need to be putting out a lot of damage so they can at least match yung damage output in PUP. But with this gold lead right now, really the focus on damage right now is on Ricky is my panda. They have to be able to let him free hit. Pero yun nga, hindi siya nangyayari. Good vision coming in from PUP.
Yeah.
They're able to put it a lot at top side, actually. Meanwhile, very defensive naman coming in from JRU. So actually, both teams have pretty good vision. Yun nga lang, ang laki sobra ng lead on the side of PUP.
Yeah, and the thing is pa dito sa comp ng PUP versus JRU, even though there's like a great wall of China to protect Ricky is my panda, there are so many ways to reach the backline. There's the equalizer, the cannon barrage, there's also the boomerang. Cannot forget the boomerang of Sivir, which really hurts. And then there's also Echo that can immediately, you know, dash in. Oh, that's a flash being used. Dash in towards the backline. If he's in trouble, he just use chrono break to be safe na. So, yeah, tapos wala pong damage, no?
Actually, another great part about PUP's team comp is that they can reset the fight.
Yeah.
Yun yung isang maganda din sa comp nila is that the thing that JRU is looking for is like a straight up all-in consistent DPS fight. Yung problema doon, kapag naka-reset sila with the ult from Echo plus the Monsoon and everything, it kind of shakes up JRU kasi they're kind of looking for a consistent kind of go all over and step all over PUP kind of fight. Pero that was good. Yun nangyari kanina coming in from the boy where he was able to Monsoon and heal everyone and reset. Yun nga lang, you can't really rely on that towards late game.
Oh actually, Judge Breezy in trouble. Nag-isa siya ngayon. He won't be able to escape. That is 5 members down at the mid lane. Wala siyang vision. Nandun siya sa mid lane.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Actually, it was so lucky of JRU na wala siyang ward dito. They had no vision at just that spot. Doon nag-decide nag-engage yung JRU. So lucky for them. It looks like they might get this mid, but the side waves are not managed right now. It's both pushing in favor of PUP.
Yes.
The thing is, I don't think anyone will be able to take those towers. They're pinging the side waves right now. I don't know what they're gonna decide to do.
6 seconds till Sivir lives. I wonder if PUP will be able to... Ang ganda ng wave there actually. Look at that. Cannon barrage. They're actually going in. No, they just scared them away.
Okay, so they pushed it out. The towers right now are gone.
Wow.
On the side. Top is still alive though. Yep, it's still alive. But the tower's 5-2 in favor of PUP right now. So things are not looking good for JRU.
Yeah, they're actually pinging Baron, rather.
Oh, they can get it.
Yeah, they...
With this big a lead and with the damage output of Sivir, Gangplank, and Rumble this early on in the game, or rather at this mid-game point, that is gonna be... I can imagine that Baron's gonna go down a bit fast.
Yeah, not letting Jenna Malone go
and there's
home.
not... Oh, there is one ward on Baron, but I think they're calling for it. Blue buff gonna be stolen here.
Yeah, it's understandable, no? Kasi, gaya na sinabi mo kanina, yung waves very in favor of PUP right now. Jans Meister actually trying to bother Whistle out of the lane. Wag ka na dito. And
they know that everyone's here.
Yeah.
And so they're playing it safe. Bot lane really being pushed right now. They had to respond to that. Let's see if they make a call for Baron. No vision now on Baron's side. It's a really, really dark Baron pit for JRU and Kenji. Careful.
Almost. Actually, they want to go in. Sivir is not around for the hard engage.
Actually, Sivir is with Azir getting red right now.
Oh, does he see this?
I'm not sure. No, they have no vision of him.
Okay. Akala ko, abangers. My bad.
Yeah, I won't see him. And still, Sivir pushing the side waves right now. This wave clear, they cannot match it. Shen has no wave clear. Azir and Kog'Maw are the only ones who can try and push out the waves. Pero nahihirapan, halatang nahihirapan yung JRU dito na mag-clear ng wave.
Yes, that is true.
Obviously, if you compare Sivir to Kog'Maw, Sivir will win the wave clear. At least at this point in the game. So they will have to manage those side waves. And actually, your options of PUP now are... The game is totally open for them. You can go Dragon, you can go Baron, you have Vision at least. Tapos yung side wave sobrang push na.
Yeah, kanina nga nakita natin si Jeje Breezy mag-isa kumuha ng red buff ng JRU. They can take anything what they want right now, except for the Baron. They have to be careful with that. Nakaka-trauma yung mga Baron throws.
Yeah, that's true. So let's see how things will go. Dragon coming up in 5 seconds, and there is a ward, at least there. But for the side of PUP, they do have position advantage. Actually, a lot of them are rushing there right now.
Ang nakakatakot na naman dito, if JRU would give away the third dragon, or if they try to contest, the waves are pushed. And kung naubos sila, madaling makakuha ng inhibitor itong ng JRU. So they have to decide if they can take them on.
Yeah, the thing kasi about JRU's composition nga is that even if they were aiming for this full team fight late game, they forgot about wave clear. So they're investing very, very heavily on objectives like Dragon. Tapos yung shield from Shen Global Presence to counteract siguro yung ult ni Gangplank and to keep Kog'Maw safe.
Yes.
But in all of that, you lack the wave clear. So nahihirapan tuloy sila to secure objectives if you can't manage the waves. And that's one very important thing about being able to control objectives, is being able to control the waves also.
Yes.
So with these side waves in favor of PUP, mahirapan sila tuloy to put vision, and now they're acting scared kasi alam nila PUP has the lead. What can JRU do? It's actually really just trying to manage the waves and put around vision, actually. Yeah,
around their area. And right now, Dragon, obviously, is the next objective to be taken after this pause. 5 seconds in. And ikaw ba, what would you recommend? Would you give away the third Dragon to PUP and wait until you scale better when you're more confident with your items to fully engage?
I just think JRU has to be still proactive. No, in this game, they can't keep allowing PUP to keep getting these objectives. Kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin na kapag late game scaling kayo, hindi kayo pwede maging proactive. Proactive meaning, when you say proactive, it means that you try to make plays around the map, whether it be in skirmishes or taking camps or taking towers or anything. Basta active kayo. proactive meaning you call the plays, you make the plays. You don't wait for the opposite team na sila yung magda-dive sa inyo, tapos mag-react lang kayo. Kayo yung magko-control ng pace ng game.
Yes.
And in this case, JRU can't keep allowing PUP to take these dragons and towers and these side waves all unmanaged and everything.
Yes.
JRU has to show that they haven't lost control of the game. Yung nga lang, yung problema is 9,000 gold lead na kasi.
Yeah.
And this is where PUP will shine.
You think it ballooned up? Kasi kung
Yeah,
titingnan
it
mo, wala naman masyadong laban. If we only had like a couple, one or three skirmishes siguro.
Yeah.
Pero it's probably because of Severe's, what do you call this, wave and then Gangplank's skills.
I'm not sure actually how
it ballooned,
snowballed, but ever since actually it was a very slow but steady advantage being gained from PUP.
Yeah.
Di ba na-notice natin kanina na yung top? Oh wait, we have to see this.
Yeah, we have to see it. Look at that tri-barrels. Actually, they stole it. Nunu managed to steal and that's the absolute zero being used here as well. Wala pang sumasabog na barrels. That parallel conversion stunning two people from JRU. That's Jenna Malone and Katie Sora as well. Shutdown na po itong echo natin by the Alistar. That's one member down each for both teams. But on the run na itong JRU, they don't want this fight anymore. Kenju trying to bother as much members. Natira na lang po ang ninja. Wag na lang natin pansinin ng ninja. And that'll be a pause.
I hope we can get a replay of that though. That was a pretty good monsoon coming in from the boy. He was able to flash in and keep the members safe. Medyo na-reset niya yung part niya. Kasi yun yung hinahabol na apat na member ng JRU. But the moment yung flash monsoon came in, it pushed them all away and they had no choice but to back out. Oh no.
Yeah, divided ng kanilang focus right now. I wonder if they will be able to eliminate Gam's Meister here. They do have enough damage. Wala na silang nahabol pala dito sa Kog'Maw rather.
And that was a bit weird of an Emperor's Divide from Soy Sauce. He dashed in, I think, and tried to do a Shurima shift. Pero you shouldn't be using your ult in that way at this stage in the game. Kasi you guys aren't the kind of team that wants to Shurima shift. You don't burst people up in an instant.
Yeah.
You want to use that to disengage to keep you and Kog'Maw safe.
Yes, exactly.
So that's not what happened. Free Baron, no vision. They were able to steal Dragon at least, but at this point, actually, Baron will be more significant. Kasi that's what will help them push the waves even more.
Ang sakit na nga ng CJ power ni Sever. And mas lalong pinalakas. And mas malala pa, as you said, wala masyadong magandang wave clear. Safe wave clear itong JRU.
Yeah, 10,000 gold lead right now on the side of PUP. Looking really strong today, actually. And even if they were one of the teams that didn't have, or that went clean sa group stage, I think they lost a game or something in group stage. But even if they weren't undefeated sa group stage, they're showing up a lot today.
Yeah.
They got a pretty good comp and they were able to do what UPD couldn't in game 2, which is to get early the mid-game advantage and then keep it steady throughout the game. So good job from PUP.
Yeah.
See what JRU can do at this point in the game because it's actually very overwhelming right now. Baron, 10,000 gold lead. Team fight na for sure panalo yung PUP. It's quite hard. I'm not sure what JRU can do at this point.
Yeah, right now though, they're not actually yung parang, uy, Baron na guys, OM or push somewhere. At least stop kasi meron pang second tier available. That's one of the safest that you can take.
Yeah, that's true. I think what JRU should have done was make more plays than with itong Shen na to. Kasi we saw in the bot lane nung early part ng game na nakakapag-trade naman itong si Kog'Maw against si Sivir. Actually really hurt. Maybe if they made more plays with this Shen all the way.
Actually,
oh my gosh,
that's not where you want to be. Absolute zero. Pipilitin niya. And that right now, Kenji is still pinasama niya na yung barrel. Freaky is like Panda's in trouble as well. And that is a great flank coming in from JRU. And right now, Whistle. Pinatay niya. Pinilit ko lang kasi request ni Aso rin mag-whistle daw ako. Melt. And there's the code! People! There's the code, people! And the boy with the monsoon. That's the code. Guess the missing character. DZR9D1 IA3 question mark B8XXZF. So ayan guys, open your LOL clients right there. Oh my god. PUP actually finishing the game right now. Open your LOL clients. Pindutin nyo na lahat yung pwede nung pindutin dyan sa question mark na yan. And right now, congratulations to PUP for winning this game. Ako ay na-shock.
I didn't think it was gonna end
that soon.
Just like that.
I know.
It all started when KCSAR walked up and died.
Yeah.
Yun talaga.
Gusto niya lang mag-absolute zero.
Yeah. I don't know. That was a weird move.
Yeah,
from JRU.
They could have given up the
Gave up the turret.
Yeah,
and then just go for the team fight.
Yeah, mag-defend na lang kayo sa third.
Yeah.
Because that would be better.
Yeah, it's actually in your advantage. You have a tower next to you. You have a lot of disengage.
And no one will
and a lot
flank.
of peel. Yeah, you can flank because it's inside the base.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so that's pretty bad shot calling or bad decision making on the side of JRU. I'm not sure kung sino nag-call nun na biglang lumakat si KC Star sa harap.
Yeah.
But it did cost them the game. However, that was still a good game.
Yes.
Coming in from JRU and PUP, but PUP with 2 wins today. So congrats to them.
Congratulations.
Just taking a look at the end game screen right now. 2-0-12 coming in for Kenji Hu. And overall, just good KDAs coming in from the side of PUP. Sadly, death's all over. No, sa side no JRU. This again, yun yung problema. You have a lot of dependent lanes. Yung Azir and yung Kog'Maw. And without that without that way of relieving pressure sa lane.
Yes.
Because Nuno is not the type to gank.
Yeah.
So, if your lanes are losing, kung natatalo yung mga lane nyo, tapos wala kayong pang-relieve ng pressure na jungler, matatalo talaga yung sa lane. And that's exactly what happened. Slow but steady won the race for PUP. Top and bot were able to get the lead. Eventually, nag-group up sila. And then from there, it just ballooned. Congrats to PUP.
Yeah, congrats. They really played their comp
And congrats to whoever got that code
the
for
starter
Academy
code
skins.
now. Don't worry, guys. Kahit starter code na nakalagay, i-insert yung 4 Academy skins.
Yeah, so that will follow next weekend, no? You will get the starter code now, and then next weekend, you will be credited the 4 Academy skins. So do watch out for that. Congratulations to whoever who won. Yes. And congratulations again to PUP for winning their 2nd game so far of the LCL 2015 Summer Playoffs. This is week 1, day 2. And of course, before anything, we're going to go over to some shoutouts now from GG Arca.
Hi guys! Alright, so here are the shoutouts from the channels. We have Ato Olivia, RPHX, Cedric Pogi, XQZZZ, Maskman, Neko Loves Potato, Kaneki211, Jego. Some special messages, Rengar Desu, Neko loves you too, Orange, Maskman sends his love. We also have Butcher25, I love Chenny, JB1202, Marcus Gaming, Veluz, Ulysses, Remegio, Call Me Feeder 0908, Dixine, Farmers Lounge, Knives, Sinfully Sweet, Sweet Temptation. Alright, Shinbu, you wanna...
Okay, Shinbu.
Yeah.
So again guys, ito matinding shoutouts to PewDiePie, John Luis 0809, Takayus Torch, Red S4, Joseph Angas, Voidstrike 08, Miss Rico Fans Club, and give them a cheer, okay? Of course, kay Double X, Master of Z _ X, Botchok 41, kay Jose Jr., kay Rudua, Trishy Bear, Gabsworth, Swart Jakes, Silyin, Bebe G, Elanail Gaming, 07, 0 Degrees, WG, The Ultimax, Stephanie Wang, Azeroth, Hyperion, okay?
And Sunil and Project Fizz, alright? Thank you for chatting and, you know, discussing the game with us, guys, over at the chats.
Ayun. So, thank you guys for watching the stream today. So, yun yung first week ng ating LCL 2015 playoffs. And of course, meron pa tayong next round. Meron pa tayong round 2 next week. And pinapangako ko sa inyo, hindi lang Academy skins ang ipamimigay namin. Merong isang mas malupit. Bumalik kayo next week. Hintayin yung announcement sa LCL fan page. Pinapangako ko sa inyo, magugustuhan nyo to. Kaya abangan nyo lang.
Alam na to. Yeah. Wala sasabihin si Cairo pero gets na yan.
Hindi ko sasabihin kung ano yung ipamimigay pero hintayin nyo lang next week. Mag-a-announce agad kami I think by Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, around that time. And hintayin nyo lang yung sa fan page namin. We'll be publicizing it soon. I'm really excited for it. So, yes. I bet you're gonna be excited for it as well kapag nakita nyo na kung ano yun. So, tune in sa ating playoffs week 2. So, ayun. Huwag niyong papalagpasin yun.
Yes, guys, do watch out for that. Again, Garena kay Professor Cairo Dirian. Another giveaway that's even more exciting than Academy skins. So do watch out for that next weekend. Shoutout din sa mga nanonood sa akin ngayon. I think my family's watching right now.
Pinapanood ka ngayon. Yes. Famous, Sir Abs.
Shoutout sa aking family, kay kids. Thank you guys so much. And again, do watch out for LCL. It's not over. The playoffs still have another round left next weekend. Again, sa nanalo ng Academy skins, it will follow up next weekend.
Yes, exactly.
So do wait for that. May bonus ka ng starter code. May Academy skins ka pa. Ikaw na. Again, watch out for next weekend. It's been an honor being in this evening with you guys and shoutcasting for you. Again, this is Sir Amps.
I'm so sorry.
And thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next weekend.
Para sa ating goal! Oh my God! Ito na! Initiate na doon! They are on to the Ani. Pinagsak! Visual Maelstrom out of members of Indicator Esports Club. Raynera with the racket. Ito na rin. Si Rice taking on. Having a triple kill. Going for the carries. One-on-one sila ni Raynera. But format... Oh! Hey! Oh! Oh my God! Oh! Oh my God!